registration weekend remain a modality which most afford citizens access to the electoral process. They are a proverbial equalizer of access to the electoral process. Two such opportunities are planned ahead of the impending elections in 2024. The first of this takes place on the 18th and 19th of November 2023. The date for the second registration weekend is subject of consideration by the Commission. To convince citizens, especially young persons, to take charge, we intend reminding them that this democracy belongs to them and inviting them to take ownership of it as responsible citizens. We therefore say, it's your democracy, own it.
It's your democracy,
Own it. It's your democracy, own it.
All right, I think the IEC has outdid themselves today. I think this was wonderful. I think they are wholly prepared. I think, you know, even the slogan they came up with, very catchy. I think the IEC has done a great job. I would just caution the IEC and say they need to put more resources into finding out about illegal immigrants having IDs. We need to zoom in on that area because we don't want illegal immigrants to vote in this election with fake IDs. Then, as far as polls are concerned, you know, firstly, let me talk about polls. We believe in the PA that polls are for strippers. That's what we believe. Don't come with us, this poll says this. Polls are for strippers. This election is on the ground. We are grounds people. We're going to we were the breakout party of 2021. They can deny that all they like, and we are going to repeat that feat in 2024.
It's the most competitive election in our post-democratic South Africa. It's the most competitive election in 30 years, and every vote is going to count in this election. And people need to understand that change doesn't happen by osmosis. It is an act of the will, and that young people particularly need to be part of that ecosystem of change if they want to build a more inclusive, prosperous future for themselves and for the country.
In our view, what the IEC should have done is to address the critical concerns that erode the credibility of the electoral processes. The first one is the question of the voter education. We understand that the country has got a lower voter turnout, but we are not hearing about any program that is going to address that lower voter turnout by having voter education. If the country has close to 45 million people that are eligible to vote, but only less than 20% actually go, sorry, less than 20 million actually go and vote, it clearly shows that there's a problem. The second issue is regarding the electoral processes, whereby you've got ANC-aligned SATU teachers that are presiding officers that preside over electoral processes. That's why you find in the last election there was a teacher that voted for more than 20 times. You have marked ballot papers that are found close to the voting stations being discarded. So in our view, this should be about what the IEC is doing to restore the trust and the credibility of the electoral processes. The campaigning, the political parties must do that. But when it comes to people having confidence that when they vote, their vote does matter and their votes will not be discarded, that is what the IEC should have addressed today.
It's your democracy, own it.